Welcome back to a Nothing We Trust. Victor, how the hell's it going?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
Doing all right. A little tired on this Friday. It's been less humid, but it's still fucking hot outside.
We didn't get above like 85 degrees here, but like I said earlier, it rained all day. So it just kind of, it's nice, but everything's moist.
Moist.
I was working off of wiring diagrams, and it's humid enough that like the papers were getting fucking soggy. And
Ooh,
yeah, you know how it is.
that's nasty.
Yeah,
That's fucking swamp weather.
yeah.
Did you see that? What? So I'm gonna ask this: what have they found raiding Mar-a-Lago?
Well, first of all, depending on who you ask, it wasn't a raid; it was a visit.
Yes, the FBI just came for a visit. They had some tea,
Yes,
some scones,
crumpets.
crumpets, and tea. Yes.
And you always bring like 51 dudes in full body gear and assault rifles.
I mean, if it's a proper visit with tea and crumpets, you do need 51 plus men with assault rifles.
Yes, and you need to go apparently through Melania Trump's panty drawer
I did read that, yeah.
and take some of her clothes. um you know Blow up one safe and take another.
Did they
But
find anything?
what were they looking for?
It was supposed to be classified documents that he took with him, apparently.
Yeah, that he was supposed to hand over to the National Archive, which Obama did the same thing, the Clintons did the
to
same
write their
thing.
books.
Right, yeah.
So what's the big deal?
I don't know.
I mean, why would you do this and martyr the guy to ensure he's going to run, to ensure his platform of "they're after me" is stronger than it's ever been?
you know I have two theories, I guess, that I could see play out either way. One is, or I guess three possible ways. One, they were hoping to find anything, just anything to keep them from running. They're desperate.
What the fuck is
Or
he supposed to have? Like,
I don't
is
know.
this
Two,
just straight out of the ass, like the dossier, where they were just like, throw a curveball?
yeah, I don't know. The other one, they do really have something, which that's the one I highly doubt.
I mean, there's no indication that they found anything or anything of. If they would, if they would have found something, they would have been parading it by now.
Well, they didn't even say that they're, um, you know, they won't even say why they did it. Trump's fighting to try to get that released. They didn't even admit that they raided his house until he put out a fucking press release.
How are we allowing this?
I,
Like,
I think
whether you like the guy or not, he is the former president. He is an American citizen with rights. Like, what the hell's going on?
yeah, I don't know. I've seen a couple of people on Twitter and stuff that have said, like, I'm a diehard Democrat and I hate Donald Trump, but this is wrong.
Well, it's
This is
just, I mean, the problem is you're doing it and you're not providing any sort of real reasoning for it. So, even people that don't like Trump, like the Democratic voters who really, really hated Trump, are kind of looking at it like he's not in power anymore. Why are we doing this? Like, what are you doing this for? Don't we have other better things we could put resources into? Like, there's still child sex trafficking. There's still so many fucked up things going on within our country. Yet you're blowing up his home and stealing safes and his wife's underwear for what? What's the point?
well, funny you would bring up sex trafficking. Apparently, the judge who signed off on the warrant, as was part of Jeffrey Epstein's legal defense team.
There is a photo with him and Ghislaine, I think on the plane or on the actual island.
Yeah, he's listed on the plane's manifest a couple of times, I do believe.
I mean, I don't know, man. The problem is like we can't do anything but speculate, and they've made sure of it. Like there is no like yeah, there's all those photos and everything, but they've locked away every bit of proof, every bit of what happened. That I don't know if we'll ever find out who the actual key players were, because you can't tell me it was just him and her.
Well, another thing I've read, and I don't think it's a cover up because a lot of those pictures look that way or this way. But if you're saying that picture you saw of that judge with her was on a plane, then that's a little different.
It was either the plane or the island. I can't remember, to be honest.
Of like on red carpets where they're trying to say like person X took a picture with Ghislaine Maxwell, and she's like nowhere near him. Like it's almost like she's photobombing.
Jean-Claude Van Damme took a photo with her, and she's over here in the corner talking to somebody completely different. She's talking to Epstein, who was there too.
No, there's a couple. There's one. I'm trying to think of who it was. It was somebody that's never been on the plane, like had no relationship with Epstein, but they were trying to connect him to like her. And they're like, look at this picture of the two of them, and she's like walking this way, but like looking forward at the camera.
He's just
and
completely
he's like in the forefront. Yeah, like he's talking to a camera, and like she just like walks behind, staring at the camera.
How did Sean Astin get caught up with the pedos? Poor Rudy.
Sean Astin, isn't that Samwise Gamgee?
There you go. I thought you would recognize the Rudy reference more than the Lord of the Rings. Boy, was I fucking wrong.
Yeah, I've never seen Rudy.
No shit.
Yeah, it's about a retarded football player.
No, he's not retarded.
Oh,
he's just small comparably.
I knew it was a football movie.
And everybody's retarded, Vic.
Credit there. Oh, I'm thinking of Radio.
Yeah, but he wasn't a player though.
No, but there was a football.
I mean, you could argue
there was a
that
football
like
movie.
you could argue that Happy Gilmore is basically the like Adam Sandler take on Radio. Like it's literally just a rip off of Radio Story, except the like Waterboy actually plays. Because like Waterboy is on the spectrum. I think
Waterboy came out first.
No, but the story of Radio was before Waterboy. It's based on a true story.
I don't know. I never saw Radio either.
You don't watch many movies, do you?
I think we've been through this.
If they don't have two things, tango and cash, you don't watch them.
I've never seen that fucking movie either.
Dude, that movie's awesome.
That's Sylvester Stallone with a dog, isn't it?
No, it's Sylvester Stallone and Kurt Russell.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking of Turner and Hooch.
Yeah, that's Tom Hanks in The Dog, by the way. Boy, you would be great on a trivia show.
Yeah.
If there is ever bar trivia, if you're ever in town and there's bar trivia, remind me. We're not going.
I've actually always wanted to do that.
Yeah, but you wouldn't get any answers unless it's like, that's not true. You would get the atomic particle questions.
Yeah, I'd probably, I'd get that. I'd get a lot of history stuff.
Yeah, if it's centered in the fucking German, fucking
Western Europe.
Yeah, I know a lot of strategies that certain armies used.
And Reconstruction era South.
Yeah, well, I mainly focus on the Berlin Wall circa 1987. What year did the wall come down? Was it 89?
90, I think.
Was it really? Fuck, I'm off.
89 or 90.
One of the two. I just remember David Hasselhoff.
89 sounds right. I know it was like Christmas Eve.
That must have been a really cool thing to participate in. Like, can you imagine if you were an East German who was the much like harder life?
That's what that Scorpion song is about.
Which one?
Take me.
Okay, I know the song. Stop it, please. That hurts.
Yeah.
I only
Winds
like
of Change.
Oh, okay. Dude, I love the Scorpions. I don't give a fuck.
Actually, yeah, as an adult, I started listening to them. They rock way harder than.
Yeah, they were badass.
Like a
considering.
Hurricane fucking sucks,
dude.
Compared to the rest of their stuff.
No One Likes You, or No One Like You. That movie is a ballad, and it's harder than a lot of the '80s the hair metal out there.
No, but like Big City Nights.
Oh hell yeah!
Rockin' fucking song.
You can't go wrong on a nice night with the windows down, driving in your car when Big City Night comes on the radio. Like at that moment, you're completely happy to be driving anywhere as long as that song's on.
That is a good driving scene. I used to work with a dude when I worked on wireline trucks. He worked on fire trucks in the bays next to me. And the dude who ran that shop that talked like an old black woman, we'll get into that later.
I think we've briefly talked about that.
I think we did, but I doubt it's out. So, but anyway, this dude, all the dudes that worked on the fire trucks were like volunteer firemen and shit. And this dude was called Big Mike, although he was not that big. But there was a little Mike that was smaller than Big Mike, so Big Mike became Big Mike. But he used to sing at Big Titty Delight.
Big Titty Delight. All right, I can do it.
Yeah.
Dude, man, I'm gonna put some Scorpions on my playlist tonight, and while Jen and I is going to get the grocery order tomorrow, we're gonna be fucking bumping to some Scorpions, and she's gonna hate me.
Yeah. What's another? The Zoo. That's a good one.
I'd have to hear it. I don't know a lot of them by name.
You
okay, you know who I also kind of like, but I can't tell you albums because my dad, when I was a kid, had a greatest hits CD, and he's probably the only reason I like him because he listens to him. Is Duran Duran.
I don't
Yeah, I know they're a bit of the.
know. No, I'm not even gonna talk shit, but
Hungry Like the
know.
Wolf is a badass tune. The Reflex, bro.
Yeah. Okay, Hungry Like a Wolf. Okay.
Do you know the Reflex is a lonely child? Yeah, he doesn't say child like child. He goes lonely child. It always makes me laugh. It still, as an adult, makes me laugh.
You know who I was listening to yesterday, and somebody I listen to about once a year.
Once a year, just like your Subway.
I'm not big on them.
Just like your McDonald's. Everything you do once a year.
McDonald's and Subway, yeah.
You're a creature of habit.
McDonald's is all right every couple of months.
Yeah, it really is a
Subway
guilty pleasure.
Is really
at
like
this
once
point. Dude, man, I'm afraid to try Subway again. I'll die.
Subway is like I go, you know what? That sounds interesting. And I go there and I'm severely disappointed. And I say, why are these places still open? And they're everywhere.
I even feel, yeah, dude. I mean, I don't know. Did it change? I feel like Subway a decade ago wasn't as bad as it is now, but maybe I'm wrong.
No, something happened.
Okay.
It's not the same.
So I feel like when I would go to Subway when I worked at Blockbuster, which is, I think 2010 was the last year I worked there. And this would have been like 2009, or maybe earlier, maybe 2008, because I was working at Irving and Damon. And that's where the Subway was. Like, I remember going there and I'd have a half hour and I'd go in there and I'd tell them, toast the onions, cheese, and peppers and all that right now, then pour the meatballs in the sauce and cheese and toast it again. I had a special way to do it. And I remember it being like a sheer thing of joy eating that disgustingly awesome meatball sub. But last Subway I had was a cold cut combo, probably. And I don't know, man. Maybe it's something to do with their, like, mayo, because it's always not really fully refrigerated. I don't know.
Maybe. They don't have Miracle Whip there?
No.
Anyway.
I'm not that crazy to even I would not have Miracle Whip. No. I don't put... I mean, I will sometimes, but if I'm doing, like, a legit, like, sub with French bread, it's usually, like, mustard, and if I don't have, like, sub oil, I'll use, like, Italian dressing.
Yeah, oil and vinegar. I do both. The mayo, light coating of mayo.
See, here's the thing. I don't love mayo I don't like mayo. We've established that. I mean, I know the earlier episodes have been vanquished from the planet Earth. Except on the Patreon, which you can subscribe to now. Or what do we say? $3 a month?
I think 2 or 3, yeah.
It's either 2 or 3. We'll figure it out. I don't fuck. But all the old archive episodes are housed on there. Check them out. They're all uncensored. And then the future episodes, like last week's, the YouTube, I believe, was 1 hour and 3 minutes. And on the Patreon, it'll be about 1 hour and 40. So you'll have extended uncut episodes on there as well. But, yeah, I don't like mayo. I prefer Miraquip on things. But even Miraquip I don't use on a lot of things. I'm not somebody that likes Miraquip to the point where I can just lick it off the knife and go, that shit disgusts me. Like, it's got to be on a fucking sandwich or something. Like, I don't like it as anything but on certain things. But if I'm doing like a real, like I said, I like the oil. I prefer that. Mayo, if it's on a certain type of sandwich, I'm not whatever. I'm okay with it. If it's on a burger, I'm okay with it. If it's in like a salad, like a macaroni salad or some coleslaw,
Yeah.
sure. But like I don't like it on a sandwich. And like you have like people that can eat it to the point where it's glooping off and out of a sandwich. And they're just like, oh yeah, and they lick it, and it's just like, or like I see that, and I'm ready to fucking just spew. It's gross, dude. I don't get it. It's ugh.
I don't know. Love it on a burger.
Is there anything more
Yeah,
disappointing
would,
than the little tiny packets of mayo? Like when you get a sub sandwich and it comes in with like mayo in the little mustard package. It's always disgusting.
the only place I do that is like with the. Oh, I know what you're talking. Like it's the no brand mayonnaise.
Yeah, it's just like here's your little package that you open and you come drizzle it out on your fucking
No,
that you get like the sub you get from 7-Eleven comes with a teeny
Yeah.
mayonnaise and a teeny mustard.
You know what? I use it, but I'm not happy about it because I have eaten quite a bit of those sandwiches.
I mean
But-
I gotta give it up to the 7-Eleven style prepackaged sandwiches for what they are. However,
No, they're fine.
there's something that's never right, and it's always the lettuce.
Yeah. Well, there's a saying in field work is that'll make a turd.
Yeah.
And that's really all you're looking for when you're hungry.
Yeah, that's true.
In the middle of nowhere with no amenities. So, yes, I have, not planned my day well or something went wrong and said, you know what? I guess I'm going to have to grab a sandwich at 6 a.m. and not eat it till noon.
Is there anything
7-Eleven.
better than a 7-Eleven sandwich, though, when you're really hungry? It's the only place around. It does feel like, oh my God, they have sandwiches.
No, or like all the time, like I tell my wife, you're fucking, you're out in the middle of nowhere and you're coming back into town and you hit like a 7-Eleven or a Stripes or whatever it is you have, and you see that roller grill and the dogs look fresh,
Oh, dude.
and it's like 2 for $4, and you get a large Coke with it. Let's fucking go, cuzzo.
What's even worse now is they have like pizza and shit too. Even the Speedways have the pizza, and like I've never tried it from the gas station. But here's the thing. If I'm hungry enough, right, and I know I'm gonna be on the road, like even their like I haven't eaten them in a while, but even their breakfast things, like when I used to go into the office, I would stop at the Speedway and they always had the like warmed breakfast sandwiches. And when you're hungry, they were golden. They're like, you know what? These actually are like, if you're not hungry and you're not like starving, you just
Yeah,
eat
yeah.
one. It's like, it's kind of shitty, bro. But when you're in the morning and you're fucking starving, it's like these aren't bad
That's
as
the
you
best thing in the world.
inhale it in fucking 3 bites.
Especially if you manage to catch the English muffin or the croissant. Whatever meat, cheese, and egg croissant or English muffin is gold. Biscuits fucking suck usually.
I remember getting the breakfast burrito, which was surprisingly okay.
Mm.
It wasn't a big one; it was like a smaller one, but it had like your standard quality of like microwavable inside of like sausage, egg. The not even pepper and onion, but the skins of the pepper. Like McDonald's breakfast burrito, you don't get pepper; you get pepper
Dude,
skin.
Yeah, I love that burrito though for some reason. I don't know what it is. You know what? I'll tell you what it is too. It's the picante sauce.
So for me, it goes back to my childhood, and I have a weird specific memory of being a fat kid, and this was before I had the sleep apnea surgery. So like I was gaining weight, and my parents didn't know what the fuck was going on, because I wasn't sleeping. There's videos of me like starting to fall asleep and then completely losing oxygen and then waking up. So there wasn't any REM sleep. There was no weight loss. All that energy and stored shit wasn't burning. So I was still gaining weight despite them having me on like 1,000 calorie a day diet. Like they were really limiting things. And I remember I got beat because the one girl my mom babysat for came over and had 2 breakfast burritos. And she's like, I got one for you. And I was like, sweet. And I was eating it and my mom caught me. Oddly enough, though, because of my childhood of having them, that's the only reason I like them. Because when you really try them nowadays, they're not great. Like, for what they are, they're really just kind of like, you can get, like, if you go to fucking Burger King, And you get their eggnormous burrito or any of their breakfast burritos, they do blow McDonald's little shitty one out of the water. I did like McDonald's chorizo breakfast burrito though.
When they have that, they don't have that anymore.
No, that was I don't go very often, so I'm going to presume years at this point.
You know what else they used to have that they don't have anymore? The steak, egg, and cheese bagel.
I know. Wait, they don't have that anymore?
I think they do, but it's not the same.
No, the last one I had was very small.
Yeah.
And the steak quality was shit. It was Dollar Tree steak.
Well, it's never been real.
But it at least used to be a solid piece. Like this one was half like gristle chew.
Yeah, but whatever sauce they used to use and like the grilled onions on it. Oh.
Do you remember the Spanish omelet bagel?
No.
Dude, that one had an even better sauce on it. And there was onions and bell pepper in the egg mixture with it. Oh man, they haven't had that. I mean, you're looking at probably 15 years, yeah, since they've had that. At a minimum.
My connection to the breakfast burrito at McDonald's is that it's the closest thing to like, you remember Market Day at like schools and shit?
Yeah.
My mom used to buy like the Market Day breakfast burritos, and that's the closest thing I can ever find to those.
See, and the problem with the McDonald's breakfast burritos, anytime they've ever tried to do anything but the small ones, the other ones fail, and they pull them off the menu. Like, they had a sausage one, they had the chorizo one that were bigger, too. Like, they had a full-on marketing for the full-size type breakfast burrito, and they all failed, and then it went right back to the only one you get is their small, normal, shitty one.
Well, now that they are sausage though, but they're small. They're very small. You get two for like $3.
Yeah, but they had ones that were like they advertised they were full. They had a chorizo one, and then they had like a bigger one that was like $3 or $3.50 or whatever the fuck it was. Yeah, I think breakfast, honestly, Burger King and Taco Bell have that shit locked up. You ever have a breakfast Crunchwrap Supreme?
I know I had a waffle taco. I went when they first started it. Years ago,
I tried
and I wasn't impressed.
No. You know what I do like is their Cantina tacos. Because it's a deep fried chicken strip. And it's fucking amazing. It's simple and shitty, but it's awesome. I want Taco Bell now.
I'm big on, I like Taco Bell. I don't do their breakfast. Jack in the Box has good breakfast.
There's no Jack in the Box out
here.
I
know.
When we were on the north side, they put in a Hardee's, and within a year they had closed down, and we never got to get there. It was like a year and a half.
You know, what was the other? We had Carl's Jr. down here, which is Hardee's.
Yeah, it's the same thing, yeah.
And it was the same thing. They all, they opened a bunch of them.
Then just shut up.
In like a year or two, and then like a year later, they were all closed.
White Castle has surprisingly decent breakfast sliders.
My dad says he likes their breakfast. I've never had it.
Their waffle breakfast sliders are good. Better than them at Griddle, in my opinion.
Okay.
Also, their little tater tots they're amazing because they're just frozen, bagged, seasoned tater tots. But fried to perfection, you got that with your coffee and some greasy-ass fucking slider going in the system. White Castle knows how to do it, except every time I go to the fucking White Castle over here, man, the 45-minute wait. I literally ordered ahead of time, waited 45 minutes, then went to the drive-thru, still had to wait 45 minutes. I almost shot up the fucking place.
I think that happened to me one time, too.
You'd think I'd learned my lesson, but it happens every fucking time. I've gone there, and that's why I don't go there anymore. If we get White Castle, Jen's got to go. I don't deal with it anymore. 45 minutes for a crave case. It's 30 little red meat sliders.
I know you don't have this either, but well, they gotta steam them, bro. They take a while.
What? The whole process is for efficiency. Stolen from the McDonald's brothers.
I think White Castle's been around longer.
I actually think it is the first franchised.
Yeah, it's like 1908 or something.
But here's the thing, right? The amount of heat they have, because you can line. I mean, their grills are so big. How many can you line?
200 of them,
right? Like, you mean to tell me if I got a crave case, I gotta wait more than 5 minutes? It can't take more than 2 minutes to cook them, Because odds are now. Now here's the thing: is White Castle just an open flat top, or do they have one of the things that come down?
No, it's open, but somehow it's steaming them. I
Then
think
there's got to be something like a metal thing that comes down to cover them.
maybe.
Because if it's open, they're not steamed; they're just. But anyways, those thin patties. I know I make burgers, I grill burgers, I cook burgers. You mean to tell me those thin patties take more than 90 seconds each side, maximum?
I think it's, I'm playing devil's advocate here just because I'm thinking, you know, uh, I know what you're saying, what you could fit on the grill, but how many can you do physically at a time? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I understand, but
then
like,
you got to think about building the burger too.
I feel like I could do a lot of them at once. I feel like I could confidently handle 20 patties in one way, and that's only 20. I get it, but if you have one dude, and here's the problem, I think, is they're always understaffed.
Yeah,
Because like if you had
there's
a full,
only like two people back.
yeah, and that's the problem is there's literally one dude handling all of the food, and one lazy shit handling the order taking and the upfront fries and shit
And then somebody in the back with like a baby breastfeeding.
on the phone. Generally speaking,
Yeah.
they don't even have a White Castle shirt on. They might
No,
be
they're just
off
back there.
the clock that day and had nothing better to do. So I was
Yeah,
just
they're
hanging
just up
out
there
at
for
my
support.
work off the clock with my baby. And I was breastfeeding, and I got so hungry for a slider. Dude, I don't know, man.
No, I'm thinking about
Now
it
I
now.
want
though.
I want
I
Taco
think
Bell and White Castle. Let's hit them all.
it might be the best situation to thinking about this as somebody who could, say, let's prepare for this. To get everything ready, lined up. Get 30 hamburger buns lined up. Get 30 pieces of cheese, like it's 30 in the stack.
But that's
you have
the-
your
They
know
do
what I'm
though
saying?
because they have a
And then-
prepackaged like their cheese is like Subway, where it's all sliced and it
Oh, yeah.
comes like basically bigger Lunchable cheese.
Yeah.
So it's like all like I've also watched an extensive amount of videos of McDonald's people with GoPros just doing their job. And if it's anything like McDonald's, it's made to be as easy as humanly possible. It's just literally getting the fucking patties
don't
on the
think it
grill.
is.
Well, also the condiments, they don't come with ketchup
Well-
and mustard. So it's only shitty little pickles and fucking just a handful of shitty onions because they're all
Onions.
dehydrated onions. Like it's not hard to create the burgers.
No, I almost think too, now that I'm thinking about it, you could probably lay 30 out and then lay out your buns and then start taking them off. I mean, you're there.
I think it's reasonable to assume that a 30 count box of them should be able to be prepared under 10 minutes and out the door.
I'm willing to bet they just ignore your fucking online order.
Well,
For
yeah,
people
but
that
here's
are
the thing: when
actually
I go,
installed.
but even if it's ignored until I go there, right? Why does it take 45 minutes to get it from when I place it to when I get to the window, and I gotta wait and sit there? Like that's the real problem. Is no matter what, I'm the only one here, right? Like you have other orders, sure, but theoretically, my order because they are behind me is the first order, right? So why am I waiting? Like once again, a 30 count crave case should take no more than 10 minutes. That's cook and that's building and then boxing. I don't see any reason why it should.
Yeah, I don't disagree with
Don't
you.
go
I've
take
had
your
it happen to
fucking
me, and
smoke
it-
break when you're supposed to be making my fucking order. How about that one?
And it is infuriating. I've done it. I've been there.
Hey,
Um,
you want to watch a
what?
cool video?
maybe I was gonna
Oh, go on.
talk about some stuff.
Dude, I don't know what
Uh,
is my deal. I'm so fucking hungry today.
All right. Well, you don't have them up there, but Whataburger has a good breakfast.
Oh, I've heard about them.
Specifically, they have a jalapeno cheddar biscuit,
Oh.
and I do sausage, egg, and cheese on it.
Do you have Publix in Texas?
No,
Is it a Florida or California, or is that California only thing?
I think that's Florida.
Yeah, maybe it is Florida. I've heard
I've
they've
been to
got pretty
California.
awesome
I've never
shit.
seen a Publix.
And probably Florida then. I've also
They have
Texas has the biggest gas station in the world that has a. I would love to go there just once,
Bucky's.
bro.
Yeah,
I
there's a
would
couple of them, but one specifically is the largest.
if I were to during my golden years get an RV and travel the country. I would stay at Bucky's an entire day. I would park the RV in the station,
You can.
and then I would walk through it like it's a mall, and then just spend my day eating Bucky's food.
They are that fucking big.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would just take an entire day to tour Bucky's.
They have a cherry limeade soda that's specifically theirs, and it's fucking amazing.
I know one of them has a theater in it for truckers. Like,
No.
not a big Cineplex.
No, Bucky's specifically does not allow trucks.
Then no, this is the biggest gas station in the world, or in the country, in Texas.
Then it must be. It's. I don't know. Then it's got to be. It's got to be a Flying J or a Love's then.
I don't remember what the branding on it is, but the thing is just fucking huge. The thing is a mall.
Yeah, because Bucky's, unless one of them isn't, every Bucky's I've been to is like no semis, no.
Let me look it up. Maybe I'm wrong, or maybe it's just here. Let me look it up.
I don't know about largest gas. I know they have the largest car wash, drive-through car wash in America or the world, I think.
So the current largest gas station is Bucky's in New Braunfels, Texas.
Okay, I've never been to that one.
So maybe it is not a trucking thing. It's just a gas station. Do you think you could park your RV there though?
No, they RVs and travel trailers welcome. Semi trucks are not.
Yeah, I would spend an entire day there.
Also,
like I would literally go from my RV to Bucky's and get food from their like barbecue food service bar, and then I'd go shopping over here in another section for food for dinner. I'd spend the whole day at Bucky's.
You could.
I would.
They make I think it's barbecue turkey sandwich. It's pretty good.
Honestly, at that point in life, I'll probably, if I'm traveling the country, money probably isn't a huge issue. So I will go in there and plan on, in that one day, spending a couple $100 on shit at Bucky's.
Oh, you can easily.
Some real beef. I know they're going to have different types of jerky, too. I've seen the insides of them. Mm-hmm.
They have a bunch of different candies and shit, too, that they make.
That's why I would get dangerous, because my fat ass would sit there, like, stoned, watching a movie in my RV, eating Bucky's fucking licorice.
Yeah, I don't know about that movie. Well, that's the New Braunfels, so I would have never been there. New Braunfels is already in itself like a tourist.
Here's the thing: is it's not a movie theater. It's literally just a room with like a TV with seats for like a shared communal. Like here, they have DVDs you could play. It's not like a movie theater, but it's like a screening room, which I thought was interesting.
You have that in your RV too.
I don't know. I don't think there was a hotel in the one. It couldn't have been. I don't know. It's been a while since. So the video I saw was literally the dude goes to different gas stations and eats breakfast, lunch, and dinner at that gas station. And he was from Europe, and he finally made his way to the Bucky's.
Yeah. No, you can spend all day at a Bucky's and eat 3 meals. You can for sure.
That sounds.
Oh, they have all kinds of like smoked sausage and stuff too.
It sounds like heaven, sitting in my RV, and then when I'm hungry, just walking into Bucky's.
Yeah, walk on in.
Fuck. That's the good life, Victor.
It is. Can we go back to the Trump thing for a second?
Yeah, please, go on.
Yeah.
I'm reminiscing about jerkies I've never tried.
So there's a thing, I can tell you, don't do turkey jerky. I don't like it. It's gross.
I'm thinking like bison or deer.
They do have deer. I don't know if they have bison. Deer jerky is pretty good.
That's what I'd go for. I want to eat Bambi.
Back to Trump and the Alphabet Boys.
The feds. Let's clarify that because I thought you were talking about the LGBTQ community at first.
No, it's the feds. It's always the feds. Are you not a Boogaloo boy? Do you not remember our last meeting, Matt?
Clearly, I don't because Boogaloo boy sounds vaguely racist. I don't know what that is.
I'm stealing that from somebody anyway. Don't worry about that.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
The Boogaloo boys are here.
That's the dudes that are on TikTok, like wearing fucking armor and like fucking helmets and shit. Like they're ready for the fucking shit to drop.
Oh, jeez.
Those are the Boogaloo Boys.
Those guys really shouldn't have the ability to purchase guns.
They should have the ability to post on TikTok talking about killing FBI agents.
Hey man, TikTok's run by China. They like that shit.
Yeah. China is asshole.
Asshole.
Anyway. This just trying to get my thoughts together here. I've been seeing this a lot on Twitter and Reddit. Where did this fucking thing come from of like Donald Trump stole nuclear codes? Is first of all, where did this come from? Nobody's reported that.
Well, much like everything else that the left propagates.
Yeah, but I'm saying like NBC haven't said any, like they haven't said this either.
But that's the thing, is it's all bullshit, right? So when you go on, when you storm the Mar-a-Lago castle and it's all on bullshit pretenses, then bullshit pretenses are going to be made up. Like you literally had people like Carl Reiner on Twitter applauding Biden and the FBI for going after Trump, and now we're really going to see what's what, ha ha ha. And it's like, you do realize nothing was found or has said to have been found at all. They have said nothing. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. My other thing with these nuclear codes, wouldn't you think they would change them? I'm willing to bet they're changed pretty regularly.
Here's the thing.
I doubt that the nuclear codes are P455W0RD.
It's Pussy Grabber 1497.
Like 69420.
like here's the thing, right? Like I have to update the password on the VPN every 3 months. You mean to tell me the nuclear codes handing off didn't change? Like, nope, we scrapped those, sir. Like, just so it could never, like, really? So that, just for security of that former president can never be taken hostage? Like, they don't give former presidents nuclear codes. It doesn't fucking work. He didn't scribble it in a notepad. I'll use this later.
Like, I'm going to take this home.
I've got them on this one.
Under the pretense that he can just walk into, like, the war room, too, and be like, fire those nukes. I have the codes.
4, 9er. Shit, hold on. That was a 1. 1. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. I don't know.
So,
if the delusional people out there think that he could just storm the castle, because January 6th was such a rousing success.
Yeah, no, it's like when I change Caterpillar like flash files and stuff, I have to put in Cat Factory passwords,
and
the passwords are insane. Like just on an engine, and they're like fucking all symbols are in play.
Oh yeah, it's like a robot had a seizure. Is basically it just spewed out letters,
and it's like 15 characters. That's like $1, like percent.
Yeah, they're all randomly generated.
Yeah, no, it's fucking like crazy.
It's basically like, robot, you tell me what's secure, and it's just fucking 28 characters of like, what in the fuck? Those are always the worst too, because it's like @ exclamation mark. QQ46.
Take a picture of it and then go to a different program and like zoom in on my phone real hard.
Oh, that's the worst.
And go like, did I get that? Did I get that?
Yeah, and then it's like password doesn't work, and you're like, and you always triple check it, because if you have to type in that whole fucking thing again, I will say copy and paste does save you. Where you copy it right before you.
Yeah.
Well, you just hit Control C right before, or is it Control V? Control C.
No, the way this thing's set up, it doesn't even let you like.
Oh, it's a touchscreen thing.
No, it comes up in like a field bar.
Oh, okay.
Like highlight it.
Super secure. I like how that software is that secure, but supposedly Trump
proprietary.
But supposedly Trump could have the nuke codes.
Yeah.
Fucking Caterpillars over here, like, no, we don't want people using our we're not gonna let them steal our shit. But Trump has nuke codes.
Yeah, that he can just use at any time. Just make a phone call.
I was watching that movie Hackers with Angelina Jolie. And I decided I was going to log in. I have the nuke codes.
I'm sick and tired.
Do I have to go through
Jake
LinkedIn?
Tapper.
Jake Tapper. Oh, did you hear Brian Seltzer got shit canned from CNN?
I saw that he was leaving. I didn't see that he got shit canned. But
I mean, his ratings are like really in the turds.
Well, CNN's ratings are really in the turds. Do you remember like 6 months ago when they tried to launch an app and it was an abject failure?
Yep. Here's the thing: is I'm predicting in 6 months CNN will.
Do you
have...
think people are going to pay for something they're not watching for free on cable?
No. There's gonna be primetime wrestling on CNN in 6 months. Fucking 7 p.m. Eastern or 8 p.m. Eastern. WWF presents. We got the name back, guys. Fuck the Wildlife Fund.
Is that what that was? No, that can't.
No, that was the whole thing. The World Wildlife Fund sued them, and so I think of the whole thing was they let the licensing of the trademark slip, and then the World Wildlife Fund got it back and then sued them because they kept using it, and that's why they had to change it to World Wrestling Entertainment.
I thought they were just getting away from pretending to be real wrestling.
Nope, it was all because the World Wildlife Fund sued him.
Oh, I know. Fuck, I don't remember what podcast I was listening to, but it was somebody that's like a entrepreneurial type dude that owns all these stupid domain names and is just waiting for them to lapse. Like, that's his thing. Like,
well, I mean, that's smart.
Or he has buy orders on a bunch of them that in case they do lapse.
Well, I mean, if you get Walmart.com.
Yeah, and then you tell them I want $1 million, and they're like, I guess, fine.
I mean, they've got no online customers right now.
Yeah.
So we talked about I think we talked about it off camera the other day. About a video I saw that is some of the most badass shit I've ever seen. And it is a money car driver.
Money car.
Money truck driver. I think it's South Africa.
Car.
Armored cars. You know what? Fuck you, buddy. I think it's South Africa. You want to see this or no?
Yes, please.
It's awesome. And we'll pause it along the way because I don't know. I don't think this type video is being monetized, but we'll fucking see, I guess, right?
Well, if it's got enough views, it gets monetized, I guess, huh?
Theoretically. So you've never seen this, just starting from this image?
I don't think so.
Let's play it a little bit.
You're not sharing your screen.
What? You're a liar. You gotta eat a liar cookie.
I hope it's a penis.
You should have it.
It's coming up. Yeah, I got it. Yep, that looks South African.
Yeah, I think it's South African. Check this shit out. All right, so those are bullets. Those are rounds hitting the truck.
Yeah.
Those thumps you hear. I do like how he is, like, you could see him checking the mirrors. Like, he already knows something's coming. Goes right at him.
He's getting after it.
Oh, bro, he is hitting the gas. And that dude that's with him is fucking terrified right now. He is like, this is the first day on the job. Oh, fuck. Terrified. Look at his face. The guy on the right. Poor dude.
Yeah.
But this driver,
good
man.
Good defensive move right there, driving into him.
Oh, it gets better. Fuck. Yeah, he's turning right into him, too. Jesus. He's turning around and going back at them right now. If you notice, by the way, he's on like a main stretch or highway type road too. He literally just
that's what it looked like.
Literally just did a U-turn and is now driving back at them.
He looks like he's having fun.
Dude, no, look at his breathing. He is fucking adrenaline the fuck up right now.
He's like smiling for a second, like he's some kind of hardened veteran that's like, I live for this shit.
Maybe, bro. Maybe he's South African Special Forces, just like, I haven't tasted blood in years. He's been craving
I mean, not with
this.
that body, but maybe.
Look at that. Yeah, they're on like a highway. Now he's driving at him. Yeah, he turned around and then drove back at him there. Good for the armored truck taking the fucking rounds, huh?
Yeah, he's got confidence in that motherfucker.
For real. Is there a such thing as backup for these guys?
Well, it looks like he's working on it.
Oh, goddamn T-Mobile. Shit.
Sheet, mother sheet.
Motherfuck, it says I have full bars. Oh. Jesus. Fucking soldier of fortune. So the truck died out there. It won't.
Yeah,
it won't
it's been rammed
shift.
too much.
Watch this, dude. This is where the video ends. Get out of here. How do I close these out, fuckers? Watch this motherfucker hop out. Whoop. That dude was going to battle.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He had that look on his face like, this is what I live for.
Dude, how many
I've
people...
done this before.
How many people in... What the hell? Shut up, audio. How many people in, like, some foreign country has he butchered to death?
Or I don't know. Is he just always... He's just like a 40-year veteran of driving that armored truck. And he's like, used to be this glass didn't stop bullet.
This used to be just plastic, fellas. You guys are soft. Back when the apartheid fell. Now, we talked about somebody else, and this guy, I don't have, I removed the video because I didn't know, because it looked like you would know who he is. We'll watch just a couple small clips of his.
Yeah.
Give me a second. So, there is a video that you sent me that you would like to just, a real quick video.
Yeah, just keep it light.
I do have to admit, it is
if a man
mucho de funio. Is to be perfectly...
That's perfect Spanish.
Yes.
I know you're fluent.
I try. I've been studying.
Okay.
But this video is titled China is Asshole. And this was around... this one when Trump was in power, I presume, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. It was, one of the first times China... Or early in China starting to be aggressive towards Taiwan.
Yeah, so this is a Taiwanese protester. By the way, we don't want to anger China. So, by the way, Taiwan, totally not a country, right? That's what we're supposed to say?
Yeah.
Wait, if I call Taiwan a country, am I going to have to give an apology like John Cena?
Or LeBron James. LeBron James.
LeBron James? Ah, man. Tough times. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hong Kong, no more to stand with China. We need independence.
Yep. And what's your message to? Have you seen Donald Trump? Do you think he should step in?
Donald Trump, don't trust China. China is asshole.
Donald Trump, don't trust China. China is asshole.
It's true.
Have you ever watched any of that dude's other videos? The New Zealand guy who's doing the hosts or asking the questions?
No.
He's actually got some pretty good stuff out there too. He's been attacked and shit, and there's been videos where he's had to square up with dudes. Interesting stuff with him. And
That's
so,
pretty cool.
one of the last videos we were talking about.
Hey, is there anything you could do to make like those louder for me?
I could try. I mean, if you right-click the stream on the Discord, you can adjust the volume too of it. But we're only going to watch a couple minutes of this because, it's basically, I came across this, and actually, if you watch enough of this guy's content, which this guy is Andrew Tate, he straight out says in podcasts that he's been around on the internet for a while, but he changed his strategy about 6 months ago. And I watched an interview with him where he's talking to Portnoy. We talked about this last week where he goes, how many followers, he's like, I see you on everywhere on TikTok, but how many followers do you have? And he goes, well, I've taken over TikTok. He goes, what do you mean? He's like, how many followers do you even have? He's like, I don't even have a TikTok. And after Portnoy was something. So here's just a little snippet of some of his shit. A best of, if you will, just to kind of get a feel of. And I'm showing you this because I'd like to get your honest opinion on what you think of this dude. So let's. Here we go.
Man isn't free to say what he thinks in the way he wants to say it. If political correctness or hate speech or whatever. If a man can't even express himself the way he thinks it, is he free? And what they do first is they restrict your speech, because if they restrict your speech, then they can start to restrict your thoughts. If you're not allowed to ever say it, then you're probably not going to think it so often. This is why it's done on purpose. So I don't think that society is very free at all. And I think that in regards to keeping our employment, keeping our money coming in, making sure we don't lose our social medias, every single person has to censor themselves to some degree. Every single thing in life, even
All right, so we get the point of that one. Now, one of the things he said that I found interesting is they interviewed him, and they were like, he was talking, and he was like, I live in Romania. He's like, you want to know why I live in Romania? Because Romania is fucking corrupt. And he's like, for rich people, that's a good thing, and I'm fucking rich. So there is a certain honesty about him, although he, once again, like everybody that gets the hot spot, I do believe is portraying a character.
He does seem like a character, but I don't think the words he was saying are false.
No, and that's the thing is like the initial sort of opinion, or at least outlook you get of him, is like, this guy's kind of a D-bag. Because some of the stuff when he talks about being a man and everything can come off sexist, but then honestly, when you start listening to more and more what he's saying, it's not necessarily falsehood he's saying. Like, this is Dave Portnoy did an interview with him, and Dave Portnoy annoyingly was a little bit.
I want to see the Dave Portnoy thing, but real.
What? Are you frozen?
I don't know. You said a little bit, and I was waiting.
Well, no, you interrupted. What? What's up? We're gonna edit this out now.
Oh. No, I said fuck him. I was gonna say I want to watch the Portnoy thing, but I wanted to say that not so much that one, but I have seen his ones about like men, and you say it comes off as sexist, but he's kind of just Jordan Peterson for dummies.
Well, here's the thing. It depends on what your interview you're watching, because he did one with Tom Segura and his wife, where he called a girl a bitch, and it made Tom Segura laugh. And so then he started playing into that more and more. The Dave Portnoy interview is actually an interesting podcast to watch. It just, the problem is it kind of forced Portnoy to be on that like women's side of things, where he was always kind of like, this is where you sound sexist. Unfortunately, because Tate is kind of into his convictions so much, Portnoy was left a little bit like, kind of like, oh, what the fuck? Like, he doesn't know how to, he couldn't work this guy, I think is the feeling he got.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, so I'll react to it after a while.
Yeah, here's a clip.
What's your net worth?
Net worth is very difficult to quantify.
If you had to go liquid tomorrow, I'll give you a year. I'll even give you a year to say you can sell your company. But it's like, all right, we're playing a game in life.
Yeah.
Whoever has the most physical liquid money wins.
Yeah.
You have 1 year to accumulate it. How much you think you?
It's difficult. It is difficult. The reason I'm giving you this answer, not a very short one, is because I think that my companies rely so heavily on my brand that they're very, very difficult to sell. But 300, 350, easily.
So
Every single addict I
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's weird, because like I do kind of like the guy, but I wonder if there's going to be that point where the chips fall and you realize that he's just another personality that's, you know what I mean? Or if it's all legit. I don't know.
It's hard to. I get a feeling from him that I used to get from. There were two dudes I met when I first moved down here that were Saudis. And all they did was talk about how much money they had, but in Saudi Arabia, not here.
I mean, I don't know.
He kind of comes off as one of those dudes.
Well, he's also got videos where he's at a casino gambling and just spending hundreds and then winning thousands, where he's drunk and he's going, none of this is real. Like, one of his things is money isn't real.
Well, it's not.
Well, that's one of his
Really?
things. So he the way he looks at money is very much just like, I found a formula to make it, and money isn't real. I can print this, basically.
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen Portnoy do that money thing to people before too, and like obviously Dave Portnoy's money is quantifiable, and
It's quantifiable because he's, I mean, Barstool just the remaining was $200 or $387 million worth of Barstool was just purchased by somebody. So of course he can quantify his worth because he's selling off fucking every ownership he has. He's just the pizza guy now. He doesn't own shit.
Well, no, he's doing other. He's trying to He's trying to start a sports book, or he did start a sports book, and then you muted.
There's a lot of gambling on Barstool.
That's his new thing. Is he started a sports book? That's an app.
I mean, he's a smart dude, and those sports books are fucking. They make bank.
Dude, I've thought about fucking
Tim has used them because they opened up the gambling in Illinois, and as long as there's a thing in Illinois, you can use the online app. So he was using it for UFC for like small wager shit.
I've been thinking about doing it for like I think they get around it because it's an offshore account and then they pay you in Bitcoin, I think.
Bitcoin?
Yeah, my bookie.
Bitcoin's a false fucking currency. Don't trust it.
Well, yeah, because they're gonna pay you in a dollar amount that fucking, Bitcoin's worth that day. But I think that's how they get around it. MyBookie.ag. I think that's Argentina.
Is that really his website?
No, that's not his. That's another sports book, but it's like legal in every state. Because you put your money into it. It's kind of like Robinhood, but you make bets. So it is like Robinhood.
Okay.
And then but when you want to cash out, they cash you out in Bitcoin, I think.
I don't like that part of it. PayPal me, motherfucker.
But I've been thinking, somehow the fantasy leagues get away with it.
Well, you can bet on wrestling.
Well, no, I mean, you can get away with what's the one that's like a new fantasy league every week?
What, football?
Yeah.
Now
they do it with every sport.
Yeah, there's fantasy leagues for everything.
But there's two. I can't think of what they're called, but there's like two big apps that are like every week you start a new fantasy league and
I mean, hey, it's got to be making big fucking money because they're popping up everywhere.
It's got to be, but I mean, I don't know. I've thought about getting into it, but
yeah, I don't know. I'm weird with. I don't like gambling my money. In all honesty.
Well, yeah.
Like I'm not a huge gambler. When we go to the casino, like my wife likes the slots, and I'm more of a cards guy. But like,
I like the slots.
Cards are always more expensive. Like cards are not a cheap venture in the casino. So like, I don't know. When we go to the casino, for me, it would be the buffet, and then some slots. Because I mean, honestly, that would be the main attraction when we used to go. And then, like, if cards would have either been blackjack or poker.
Kind of poker.
Usually Texas Hold'em.
Yeah.
No limit. All right.
Yeah, my dad.
Oh, sorry. Go on.
Oh no, my dad gets upset because like Christmas and stuff. Like he's like, let's play poker, and I'm like, okay. And he's like, I don't want to play that gay Texas Hold'em shit. That's never been a thing. He's like, that's something that people made up, and that's never been a thing.
So how does he play?
He wants to play like 5-card stud with like deuces wild, like some crazy shit.
It's like an old drinking game version of it.
Yeah, no, that's the original poker. Like that's what they were playing in fucking saloons.
Yeah, they were also drinking gasoline.
No, some of it is without the wilds. Like 5-card stud is fun.
Yeah.
I think the big difference is you bet every card, don't you? Instead of like putting out the 3 and then no. 5-card stud is you get your 2 down, and then I think you put 3 up
each time,
and that's it.
Oh, I haven't played.
No, you put 3 up, and then I think you bet. So everybody's got the same.
I'm used to that pussy Texas Hold'em shit.
That's Hold'em.
I'm a pussy, bro. I didn't know that, but I found that out tonight.
No, it's 5-card. What it is you get your 2 cards and you bet. or maybe he only puts one up in the middle. Then you bet, and you have to pay to see the next, or unless you all check. And then I think you do that with 3 cards. I don't remember exactly, but it was fun to play too. It was just like, well, his big thing is like, I don't understand why you're burning cards, and I was like, I think that's a cheating thing. Like, I think that's an anti-cheating maneuver. Like you burn 1, flip 3, burn 1, flip 1, burn.
Yeah,
1, flip
okay,
1.
I can see that.
And he's like, I don't understand that. That's dumb. And then he doesn't understand the betting with the small blind and the big blind.
Oh, okay. So he just doesn't.
And I was like,
doesn't want to
I
adapt.
was like, well, you're forced to bet. The 2 dudes next to the dealer.
Yeah.
Well, one dude's only forced to bet half, and if he doesn't want to play, he's only lost that half.
Yeah, I see. Blackjack's another one I like, I don't think I've ever played a roulette wheel.
Yeah, I've never been in a casino, but I've played.
Oh, okay. That's right.
blackjack.
They also don't have them in Texas, do they?
You know what? I don't think there is one that's on an Indian reservation, but I don't think you can't drink there.
How far is it from you?
I thought you were making a joke with the how.
Oh, that's the thing.
No, actually, it's only like an hour from me, but
You should
can't
go with
drink.
the wife one day. And, oh, you can't drink at all?
You can't drink there, and then the only way Texas would allow them to open it. And then I think it's just slots. I don't think there's card games.
It's lame as fuck, bro.
Yeah, I don't want to go.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
I do want to go to Lake Charles one day, but we got to have somebody to watch the kid for like 2 days.
The meth neighbor friend of yours in the trailer 3 miles down the road. Always reliable.
Yeah, you're right. I need to get back in touch with Jim Bob.
Yep, Jim Bob's good dude.
Touch base with Jim Bob and his wife Peggy Lee.
Peggy Lee, great gal.
Yeah, no, beautiful redhead.
Yeah, I mean, when in her prime, 20 years.
Yeah. She's got big like triple D milkers.
Yeah, odd. It's almost like she's definitely got spine issues. She walks funny.
Oh yeah. She's also always got a butt plug in, according to Jim Bob.
Really?
It's weird. Yeah.
Loosey goosey back there, I guess. Got to keep it tight.
Yeah, she's airtight. She pulls it out, shits.
Wow. Is that a medical
Like
butt plug?
Yeah, like a goose. Loosey goosey. That's where that term comes from.
Oh. Medical profession strikes again.
Yeah. I mean, I'm no doctor, but I've seen that plenty of times.
I play one on TV. Thank you, everybody, for watching another In Nothing We Trust. Check back here next week for a new episode. Also, we're switching format a little, going to several episodes a week, so you guys should be able to see those soon. Check out the Patreon, patreon.com/In Nothing We Trust. Once again, I'm Matt.
I'm Victor.
You guys have a wonderful night. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Later, fucks.